Okay, this is on the Lund job, number 53511. This is Roger Lund's brother, FYI. So what we're doing is we're replacing this furnace with the 90% furnace and adding a heat pump outside. So we're adding a 4-inch filter box as well. So this is super tight. So bear with me. Okay. So the furnace will sit on a 90 and we'll have a little 2-inch 17 by 20 to 17 by 24 increaser on top of that 90 to fit our filter box. So we're going to have a 90, a fitting, and a filter box, and then the furnace, just put it on the filter box best you can. It'll be a 1/2 inch bigger, but it'll work. Okay. And so we have 10 by 20 duct. Furnace will sit an inch back from where it is now. So it's going to sit an inch from the back wall. But we don't have enough room for a normal size drop here. So we'll have 10 by 20 drop. Give you a cut line 1 inch in from here and then 11. So we don't have much of a starting color on this one, but 1 inch. I did give you a starting color from front to back, 4 inches, so you're going to cut it back. You know, through the 2x4 if needed, but I gave you a cut line right here, so this will actually sit back 4 inches from here. Okay. Okay, on this one, give you a cut line right here, and we'll duck this as it shows. I made you 2 starting collars, and this duct right here does not have a flat back or front, so adapt these to work the best you can. Because I didn't know what else to do there. Okay. Alright. Well, combustion air is okay. Just big unfinished room. The vent. Okay, so this is going to be a tough one. So the vent, the water heater vent, is right there. We don't have much room, but somehow we've got to be able to rip this out and get a 5x4 reducer, B-vent reducer, and a 4-inch B-vent 90 in there. And then come out with 4-inch B-vent. I give you an 18-inch piece, a 90, and a draft hood, and some 4-inch aluminum to retop into the water heater. So it's just going to be tight to try to cut that up there. Okay, our furnace flue would just be 2-inch PVC out the back to a flat termination. There is a vent right there, but it's a bathroom exhaust, not a dryer. So, okay, on the gas, so our furnace is actually going to sit 2.5 inches, I believe, from this wall. So this gas line's in our way. So you're going to remove the drop and turn this 90 towards that way. Add 1.5 inch piece and the 90, and then reuse the drop. Okay, and then from the T, I just have you adding a 2, a caulk, a 2, a T with a drip leg, and just re-hook in all this water heater stuff as is. Then you have a 2 and a 90, and then a flex back up into your furnace. Okay. AC, I'll go over that in a minute. The drain, just to the floor. So, specifically strap it to the floor so it doesn't get knocked off as per instructions. Okay, stat, we'll get an S30 thermostat. You only have 2 wires on here, so somehow we're going to have to pull a new wire to the stat upstairs, and that might be a fun one. Keep in mind, you do have this flue chase. You might be able to drop down a wire from the attic through the flue chase and then drop it down into the hallway. If it doesn't pull. There's a connection right there, FYI. Okay, so let's go out. Oh, so the electrical, just to reuse the switch and box. Okay, so our AC outside will sit in between these 2 window wells, this one and the window well over there. Here's a breaker panel, except it's full, and it'll be easier to come off. It's a gold panel, but I took the panel off, and these actually are full. There's no tap-ins for those. So, let's go outside and I'll show you that. But yeah, there's your thermostat right there. You do have a return air under it, so you can probably pull a new one through the return air. New wire. Okay. Okay. So, right. So, AC between these 2 window wells here. Here's a main breaker. So, I'll give you a couple taps. Just tap off on the main, put a disconnect with a 20 amp breaker inside of it, and then just run power to your AC. This is a bathroom exhaust, so you know, your flue is just over here. New pad, new line set. So obviously you have to come in with your line set over here and come over and there. Let's see. Our flue cap is okay. Swamp cooler will be going away, not by us, but eventually. And I believe that's it.